Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and today in this video I am going to share some important topics that you must prepare before appearing for CUET PG examination for English literature. इस वीडियो में मैं आपको उन इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स के बारे में बताने जा रही हूँ जो आपको ज़रूर ही प्रिपेयर करना चाहिए अगर आप CUET PG इंग्लिश एंट्रेंस एग्ज़ाम में अपीयर होना चाहते हैं तो. In this video, I am not only going to talk about the topics that are very important for your examination, but the reason behind it and the prescribing these topics in your bucket list. There may be some subtopics in these important topics, so don't miss any single second of this video and watch it without skipping. इस वीडियो में मैं आपको सिर्फ इन इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स के बारे में ही नहीं बल्कि मैंने इस टॉपिक्स को क्यों इम्पॉर्टेंट बताया है उसके रीजंस भी आपको समझाऊंगी और साथ में इन टॉपिक्स के कुछ इम्पॉर्टेंट सब टॉपिक्स भी होंगे, इसलिए वीडियो को बिना स्किप करे अंत तक देखिए. लेकिन वीडियो शुरू करने से पहले मैं आपको बता दूं कि फ्रेंड्स इस चैनल के किसी भी वीडियो को डाउनलोड ना करें और वीडियो को बिना स्किप करे अंत तक देखें ताकि मैं अपने 4000 वॉच आवर्स को 12 मंथ्स में कंप्लीट करने का टारगेट जल्द पूरा कर सकूं. और अगर आप इंग्लिश लिटरेचर, लैंग्वेज या इंग्लिश ग्रामर के स्टूडेंट हैं या आपको अपकमिंग यूजी, पीजी, पीएचडी एडमिशन और एंट्रेंस टेस्ट या फिर उन एग्ज़ाम के प्रिपरेशन से रिलेटेड अपडेट्स चाहिए और आपने अभी तक मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब बटन पर क्लिक करके चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, बेल आइकन पर क्लिक करें ताकि अपकमिंग वीडियोस के नोटिफिकेशंस आप कभी मिस ना करें. साथ ही अब आप चैनल को इंस्टाग्राम पर भी फॉलो कर सकते हैं जिसकी लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दे दी गई है. For further details and updates, do check out the playlist and community post of the channel. So the first important topic that is mentioned even in the top of your syllabus of CUET examination, that is the history of British English literature. British English is the soul and root of English literature. Without it, English literature is incomplete, right? But the main problem is how to start reading British literature because it is huge and vast in syllabus. That's why I can give you the list of some important topics that you should not skip while preparing your CUET examination. The first one is major events. Yes, major events in the history of British literature is very important and you cannot skip this thing. War of Roses, crowning of kings or queen, some important acts like 1835 English Education Act and the like. These are the major events that you cannot skip while preparing for your CUET examination. Second subtopic for British English literature is major authors. You should check out the list of important writers of each age of British literature. For example, from Romantic age, we have William Wordsworth, S.T. Coleridge, John Keats, P.B. Shelley, Robert Southey, Lord Byron, Charles Lamb, William Hazlitt, Stevenson and the like. You will have to cover all these things because we know that there is a vast syllabus of English literature, right? And now here you should just cover at least major authors of the age. And if it feels very difficult task for you to mention and to read all these authors in detail one by yourself, then you may take help from us. You may join our class for CUET PG English examination where classes are being taken all the day except Friday and in very affordable price range. PDF of topic wise notes and topic wise test paper will be provided to you. Apart from all these things, revision classes for new students are taken so that old students can revise and new students can learn. A quick quiz session is also being taken at the last of the revision class to check how much and quickly you have learned and revised. All these things will be provided to you in very affordable price range. You need not to work hard in order to just gather all the pieces of information. You just need to read and learn. For joining our class, you may check out the description box or comment box where there is a link for Telegram group which has been given. You may join the Telegram group using that particular link and message me individually, that is English Education Time, to know the further information about class. Okay, so coming to the topic again, the third important subtopic in this topic British literature is major works. You should have a brief idea about the major works which are famous. For example, plays of Shakespeare or epics by Milton, famous poems of romantic poets, critical works of Arnold's and the like. You can even search the list of famous and major works of each one by one and read them in brief. Like you should know about the characters of Shakespearean plays and the characters of other important novels of Jane Austen and the like. Then, the fourth important subtopic in British literature is literary group and movements. Yes, there were several groups formed in different ages of British history. It was a group of painters or literary figures, including some political figures and the like. So you should remember all these things, and at least you should have an idea about when these literary groups are formed, their motive, their important literary figures involved in these kinds of movements or group. For example, we have Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood of 1848, or we have other clubs like Kit Kat Club, Scribblers Club of Neoclassicism. Apart from these clubs and groups, you will also need to check out the schools of literature, like schools of poetry made or created by other critics or editors. For example, we have Lake Poets, Cockney School of Poetry, University Wits, Metaphysical Poetry and the like. I must assure you that if you join the classes, you will get all the things in crisp and concise manner. For joining class, you need to join the Telegram group, of which the link has been already provided in comment or description box. Just you need to join the group and message English Education Times individually for getting further procedures of enrollment. Next important topic is literary criticism. They ask critical theories of great critical writers or theorists like Fancy and Imagination of S.T. Coleridge, Dissociation of Sensibility of T.S. Eliot and the like. They ask some important literary critiques like Dryden, the father of English criticism, and their detailed analysis of criticism. For example, his critical work, that is an essay on dramatic poesy and its characters. Or they can just ask you the critical works of these critics. For example, they can ask you Culture and Anarchy of Matthew Arnold, or the critical works of new modern critics like I.E. Richard, F.R. Lewis and the others. They can also ask you some author-based critiques like Shakespearean critiques and their works, or the critiques of Milton on his work Paradise Lost. They can ask about ancient critiques as well, like Aristotle, Plato, Longinus and the like. So we'll have to prepare all these topics very well. Next topic is literary theory. Literary theory is the current topic and very trending for now. They don't ask much detail about it because it's generally prescribed for NET examination, but you should have at least brief idea about all the theory prescribed in literary theory, plus their important and famous theorists and their famous research work. Next section is prosody and figure of speech. Although these sections are very important and very little to cover, yet at least 2 to 3 questions will be asked from this section, because they don't miss asking question from this one, as you all are the student of English literature and you should have an idea of verse forms including terza rima, ottava rima, Spensian stanza, rhyme royal and many more. And plus you should have the ideas of meters and feet as well, like iambic pentameter, trochee, spondee and the like. In figure of speech, they have mentioned some important figure of speech, particularly in CUET examination syllabus, that is onomatopoeia, metonymy and others. But apart from these important figures of speech, you should also prepare other figures of speech as well, like oxymoron, synecdoche, simile, metaphor and the like. They will give you some examples using these figure of speech, and they will ask you to recognize which figure of speech has been used in this particular example. So such a ways questions are asked in CUET examination, including figure of speech. So this was it for today's video, because it already extended up to more than 5 minutes. So in the next video, I will also try to mention some other important topics that are equally important for your CUET PG preparation. Thank you so much for watching and stay connected.